What's going on? Let's continue our conversation. If you came over from that fisticuffs, addiction, addiction and gaming go hand in hand for us. You know, it's a tough call for us gamers to put it down. You know, if you've been playing for a long time and you're like, I used to be that one guy that would be like game after game after game to fill the void and keep moving to a new game. And then I decided that after a while, most of everything that everybody was saying was just a lie. It was nothing but hype to get you to buy the game, and then you realize after you played it after a while, it was terrible. So then I just decided to focus on online gameplay, and online gameplay was pretty good for the most part on Xbox Live. You know, I really enjoyed it at a certain peak. I mean, I feel sorry for you newer guys, the newer generation of people who are growing up. They're never going to get to experience the original Xbox, the original PS2, the Xbox 360 in its heyday, and and maybe the early days of. I mean, the PS3 was terrible in the early days, but maybe PS2 was probably better back then. And just missing that, okay, there was a lot of great games. Those consoles were new. I mean, there's a lot of creativity in video games for the consoles. And then, all that died. Games just didn't have creativity anymore, and so there isn't that addictive nature of a game. Literally, it's not a problem to walk away from games that've been around a long time. You just walk away and that's it, you're done. And so, going back to what I was saying is like a lot of these young guys who aspire to be professional players in Call of Duty, I mean that's probably the biggest black hole in gaming. And being around it since the beginning, you never thought, being naive, that Call of Duty would wind up like Halo, where it got so competitive, like the focus got so competitive on esports that they just gave up on like the people who bought the game. Just the regular player, and if you don't have the support from regular players, and what, who's going to even be watching esports or to understand it or realize it or associate it with themselves. And the reason I'm just going back to our last video, when I look back and I say I feel sorry for people who are aspiring to be Call of Duty players, is like these guys are the youngest, they're the best time of their lives, and they spend all summer inside trying to be in that circle of a very small group of guys. I mean, you have to really think about this game. At its peak was 20 million people, and somehow, in some way, this game got turned into an esports initiative game, period. And it just chased everybody away, and it's like, now you just got these guys who will never be on, like, the it group, the 40 players, or the best players, or whatever. I mean, not the best players, because it's the wrong statement. Just the in crowd of Call of Duty. You're never going to get in because they won't let you in. And if they let you in, they're not going to let you in because you would beat them. And so they're not going to let you in to scrim them. So it's just going to be the same guys until the game just dies out. And that's what happened in Halo, and that's what's going to happen in Call of Duty. And it's really sad, and it just gets to the point where a new game will come out and nobody will play this game at all. I mean, it's at a very dire straits right now. I mean, they're milking it to the end, and they got the esports initiative, but it's just not going to happen. I mean, this will probably, and then with Treyarch coming out with a beta, it's probably not going to be that good. It's just sad. I just thought Call of Duty was going to be, and this all happened from like one single group of people meeting at an award show and changed the mind of one person, and ever since this game's been shit. And I remember telling NASA a long time ago on Twitter, I said, that's it, this game's over. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed my 2 commentaries today. I'm too busy enjoying real life. Until next time, get the fuck out of here.